Hello everyone, my name is Gift and welcome back to my channel. Thanks to all our subscribers. If today happens to be your first time seeing me on your screen, welcome and thank you so much for stopping by. Our aim for today's video is to cook 3 different meals on a 100 cedis budget. We believe that we can cook delicious and healthy meals without spending too much. Also stick to the end because I have some great tips that will be helpful to you. Okay, so let's go through our ingredients. You can see me allocate a particular amount for gas. And I guess you'll be wondering, how was I able to get this amount? If you want to know how I was able to get this amount, and if you want me to do a video on that topic, that's how I was able to calculate this amount for gas, please let me know in the description box so I can also do a video on that topic for you guys. Thank you. Alright, our first meal for today is beans and plantain. So I've soaked my beans. I didn't really get time to soak it for 3 hours. So these are peppers, salt, Margi, shrimp powder, onion, and our red oil. In a pot, our water is already boiling and I've added our baking soda. I'm just adding in our beans, our soaked beans. Stir, stir, stir. I've covered it for it to boil. So I need it to boil for 45 minutes. This is our plantain. I actually got that plantain for 10 cedis. I got about, how many pieces? I think I got about 7 pieces. Yes, I got 7 pieces for 10 cedis. So I'm adding in our shrimp powder, our Margi cube. I think I've added all the ingredients with the salt and powdered pepper. So I'm just stirring in everything. I added a little bit of water because I noticed that the beans were so thick, so I needed it to be loose. So I'm adding in my onion. I like a lot of onion in my beans too. So I'm adding in my red oil. This recipe is just a very simple one. It's a food when you're tired, you just combine everything together. You know, you don't really have a serious pattern or a serious step to it. It's just all in one. Just pour everything together, just pour everything, and the food will be ready in some minutes. I think the beans was ready within 45 minutes, and this process, it took just like 5 to 10 minutes for it to be put together. And the plantain, I used just 2 out of 7. I wanted to fry 3 plantain, but I noticed that 2 was going to be okay. Our base is ready. Alright, so I'm now about to fry my plantain. And this oil, I was able to use it to fry 3 times, 3 batches of this plantain. So this is our plantain. Our beans and plantain. Our next meal is spaghetti, stir-fried spaghetti with eggs. So in a boiling water, you have to boil water first, then you break in your spaghetti. I know some people want broken spaghetti. I think I prefer mine like that. So depending on how you want yours, you can break it or you can just pour it inside the pot like that. and you're good to go. So these are chopped carrots, chopped onion, our eggs, our peppers, curry powder, Maggi, and salt. There's our oil. I don't know why I'm even giving thumbs up like that, safe. Alright, in our frying pan, we are going to, I think I was about to fry the egg. The reason why I had to fry the egg separately was because I didn't want to put everything in the pot, because I didn't want any egg to waste everything. Yeah, so as you can see, I just wanted it to stir fry a little bit. I wanted a form of like a scotched egg. Is it called a scotch egg? I think I've forgotten the name. Scrambled egg, yes, scrambled. When it's that kind of form. So I've added in oil. So my carrots, it's a little bit hard, so I wanted it to be something in between soft and crunchy. Yet. So I added in my onion. Stir. Add in your spaghetti. At this point, I'll just stir a little bit. I think the spaghetti was not totally cooked. It was in between cooked and in between a little bit hard yet. So I've added my spices, all my peppers, everything, all my dry ingredients, all my dry spices. I just have to stir. At this point, I just want everything to incorporate very well, but there's still not too much process to this cooking. It's that kind of a meal that you can do when you're someone who don't really know how to cook. There's some kind of food, there's some kind of cooking that takes too much process, but this one doesn't really demand that. So these are end products, and next is boiled yam and egg sauce. In the boiling water, we're adding our yams. And that thumbs up again. Those are tomatoes, our scotch bonnet peppers. I think in Ghana we call them paposhito, our onions, our Margi, our salt. So I think at this point our yams have boiled halfway through, so we're adding our boiled plantain. Alright, so for this recipe I just wanted to tweak it a little bit, so I had to add 2 plantains. From the 7 plantain I bought, I've already fried 2. So this one I had to add 2 plantains. You get 2. So those are my chopped peppers and everything. I've cut everything I need for this recipe, and that's our eggs mixed with some of the onion. So I divided my onions into 2. As you can see, I'm adding everything, all the vegetables, everything. I just chopped all. You don't really need a particular format to chop the vegetables. Just cut them anyhow you like, anyhow you prefer. This is my style, so you can find your own style that will be easy, quick. Then you add everything. After adding your peppers and everything, you add your spices. That's the Maggi and salt. You just stir. For these processes, there is no too much to it. It's just everything in one pot, but it really comes out great and delicious. You get, so allow them to boil. As you can see, they are boiling, looking beautiful. And I've added my egg already, so I'll just open it for you to see how it looks. At this point, I'm just going to stir. I think I just added in 3 eggs out of the whole eggs I got from the market. I added just 3 eggs. I didn't really want to do too much. Yes. And this meal was enough for 4 people. this sauce is a kind of sauce that you can eat with everything. You can make this sauce with spag, you can eat it with rice, you can eat it with almost everything. Plantain, boiled plantain, you can even buy bread and and whack it with it. So for the spag, it was enough for 2 people. 2 people were able to eat, because I cooked half of the spag, that's half of 500 grams. So for this recipe, we used just 250 grams. For you to be able to get cheaper meals, first of all, you need to eat in season. So you need to follow the season and eat according to what we have in season. For example, this season we have yams, we have plantain. So that was why it was easy for me to get all these meals at this particular amount you get. So for the second tip, you will need to make a list when going to the market. It doesn't matter how much you are going to the market with, you need to make a list and also have a food idea in mind. So if, for example, I had beans and plantain, that was my food idea. So it was what helped me to be able to make a list that was able to meet that food need. So you need to have a food in mind and also make a list when you're going to the market. And when you get to the market, you need to be able to comport yourself to stick to that list. You shouldn't look at any other thing and buy out of your list. You should make sure you buy everything on your list. And if you can see, we didn't really spend all the 100 cedis. We had some change behind. All right, guys, so thank you so much for watching. Always know that we need to take one day at a time, just as God has given us the day. Thanks to all of you. Thanks to my subscribers. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. I'll need you. I'll need your opinion. I'll need your thoughts. I'll need other foods you think we can cook at a lower budget. I'll be glad to respond to all your questions. And please don't forget to subscribe. This helps grow this channel, and this helps this channel to reach many other people. Thank you so much for watching. Till meet in my next video. Stay safe and bye.